He's getting really close. I would say he's doubtful for tomorrow. We're going to be cautious, but probable for Thursday.
How is Draymond coming along?
He went through practice today. I think just trying to break a sweat. You know, he was pretty sick yesterday, so he's getting fluids down and went through a little warm up today, and we'll see tomorrow. Questionable for tomorrow.
Does he need to get a contact sort of practice before playing?
No.
How about Clay?
His thumb was taped up today. He went through practice. Took some right-handed shots, so that was good. He won't play tomorrow.
Is there like a date or a time for play?
Just day to day. Excuse me? Yeah, I didn't know him, but I read the story, and it's devastating. Feel for his family and teammates, and I mean, just an awful story, and I don't know what else to say. You guys are exactly like my team was this morning.
Yeah.
Nobody has any energy.
Yeah.
Media or players.
Injury updates, and I'm good.
All right, let's get out of here.
Energy, but where are we going to go with the energy? Because most of the stuff we talk about is the same stuff in the last few days.
I know.
How's this guy? How's that guy?
I know.
How's that guy?
You're describing our job right now.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Now's the time for the feature on Khalid Robinson.
Oh,
Yeah.
where is he?
He's out here somewhere. Get an interview with him. He'll tell you his story. He's got a good story. Feature stuff. You got to turn to find something interesting.
Yeah. Instead of just tweeting all the time.
Yeah, exactly. And asking me about political stuff, trying to stir up the pot.
Would you talk to the team at a day like this?
We just watched film from last night, and and then it was sort of a get what you need day with you see some of these guys are out here shooting and working, and some guys are getting treatment. We got a couple guys banged up who played last night, Quinn and Andre, Sean, they got treatment, and other guys got out and worked on their shot. But we watched a lot of film from last night. It was a good tape to have. Utah's a very good defensive team, and they forced us into some mistakes that are correctable. So it was a good tape to have, and we showed a lot of film, and then that's about it.
When Steph talked yesterday, he said he was going to try to prove you wrong and come back in the first round if he could. Is that something you have to be careful of with Steph? Just he wants to play so badly that you almost have to pump the brakes on him for him sometimes? Yeah,
I mean, we'll see what happens. We're not going to bring him back until he's ready. But I'm not going to sit here and give everybody an update every single day. I think we said we would reevaluate in 3 weeks, which we will. And in my mind, you don't reevaluate and say, okay, he's good. I know he hasn't practiced in 3 weeks, but go ahead, start the playoffs. So we got to protect Steph from himself and make sure he's good and healthy and go through the whole process of rehab and court work. And Steph's going to want to come back because that's who he is. But when he's ready, and that's when we'll make the decision.
What's the most important thing about the way you guys play without Steph? I mean, when he missed 11 games in December, you went 9-2. Obviously, KD was there to run the offense through, but how different is it without him? How do you adjust?
It's funny. I've seen some people run like the record with Steph and without Steph, and I can't remember what we are without Steph.
13-9.
Okay. But how many of those losses did we not have Clay, KD, or Draymond?
Right.
Also, it's like the best gauge of us playing without Steph is when we have everybody, because then we have defined roles and we know we're going to play through KD a little bit more, and we know we're going to have Draymond protecting the rim, and Clay's going to be out there posing a threat. So, that record is deceiving. When you got everybody injured, it's hard to win. It's hard enough for anybody to win. But we're very dependent on our top guys. Obviously, we're top heavy with our scoring, And so, as long as we have everybody else, we have a pretty good idea of what we need to do. It's defend like crazy, take care of the ball, and execute on offense. It's a little different. It's a slower pace. It's a little more deliberate, a little more half-court stuff, but we can still be really good, as we showed in December.
It's like Pat's effort's been pretty good, but you still need to be searching for a little bit of timing and a little bit of rhythm there. At what point will you feel like you actually turn the corner and become the player that maybe you can?
I thought last night was another good night for him, and I know the numbers probably don't show it, but I thought he had a breakthrough, knocked down a couple shots in the second half. He got more aggressive as the game went on. I thought in the first half he was trying too hard to get to the rim. You got to know the scouting report a little bit. You got Gobert back there, just pull up and shoot a 10-footer, and that's what he did in the second half. And so I think he made strides last night. It's not easy for a young guy to miss that amount of time and then come back and all of a sudden be playing 25, 30 minutes. So I'm happy with his progress, and I think it's just a matter of time before, a little bit like Quinn, a couple weeks ago. I thought Quinn was playing well, but he maybe wasn't knocking down shots like we knew he could. I think that's where Patty is right now. I think he's playing well. It just hasn't shown itself yet, and I think that's coming.
That 9-2 stretch in December without Steph, does that give you some? I mean, it sounds like in your early answer, it kind of gives you some solace to look at the playoffs and assuming the other guys come back.
Yeah, and frankly, I don't even need solace. Like I watched this team 2 years ago, without Kevin, win playoff games without Steph. I think we beat Houston in the first round. Steph missed maybe 4 games. Or I don't know. He played part of game 1 and then part of game 4. And,
right.
So he missed most of the series. We won in 5 and played Portland in the next round. We won first 2 games without him, and then he came back. And so we know, and that team was different than now, but we didn't have Kevin Durant. So we're perfectly capable of winning and beating anybody. Regular season playoffs, we can beat anybody in the league without Steph, and our guys know that. It's going to be hard to beat anybody without Steph, KD, Clay, and Draymond. I'm going to have to coach a lot better for that to happen, but we're very confident we're going to get the other 3 guys back here soon, and we'll hold down the fort and then some. I think we'll be able to put something together and really build some momentum, and then the plan would be at some point get Steph back, and now we really get a boost, and now we're rolling. So that's the blueprint.
Steph said something else really interesting yesterday. He said that, with all of these injuries, it's going to give the team a sort of jolt, and, there's not going to be taking anything for granted in any minute. Is that kind of the silver lining of all this? Do you think guys are, without Steph, at least in the first round, are going to be locked in every second when otherwise they maybe wouldn't have been?
Yeah, I think that's the appropriate fear that we talk about sometimes. Whether it's a road game where you get your guard up, or a player goes down and everybody knows they got to step it up. I think that dynamic is at play for sure.
When you are playing games that don't matter, is it easier to take defeat, to accept defeat when the games don't matter?
I'm supposed to say no.
I know.
Yeah.
Supposed to.
Yeah. But no, it for sure is easier to accept. If we were losing games right now and falling in the standings and the playoff seeds, that'd be tougher to take. So the fact that we're pretty much locked in at the 2 seed, I think it allows us to just lock in on the process and continue to develop our young guys and get ready for what's ahead, and don't get too wrapped up in the wins and losses. And that's I don't know, I'll probably get ridiculed for saying that. Vince Lombardi would not be happy with me right now, but it's the truth. It's like we gotta be locked in on the process and preparing for when it matters.
In that regard, is it a little bit like preseason games where you're looking for specific things and not necessarily the result?
A little bit, and also managing minutes. I purposely kept Andre and Sean's minutes down. Last night, Sean was right where we wanted him, and Andre, I could have played him longer, but there's no point. And we got David. I thought David found some rhythm last night and looked good. And so it's kind of the game within the game. I mean, mini battles, however you want to explain it. Those are the things we're focused on. But we still want to win. It's more fun.
So, Coach, you think the team is more accustomed to all these injuries and whatnot with all the experience that you guys have been through within the past years, not having the top guys?
Yeah, it happens. It happens. It's part of sports. It happened last year with KD down the stretch. Things happen. So you just roll with it. Thanks, guys.